Hi everybody, today we're going to be doing a get ready with me and get to know me. I have a few notes on my phone, so my phone is handy right here. Bear with me because my camera has kept going on and off multiple times, so I don't know if this is going to actually work, but we're going to try it. I have already toned with Watermelon Replenishing Toner from Bliss. I have already moisturized with Confidence in a Cream by IT Cosmetics. And I'm going to put on my vitamin C serum by Derma-E. This helps with acne scarring and what else does it claim to do? Wrinkles and fine lines and uneven skin tone, which I've really noticed a difference in my acne scarring with this one. I also have dry skin, like really dry skin, so it helps with that too. And I should put on some chapstick because my lips are dry. Let's see if I can find any. Right here. So, let's start this off. My name is Elizabeth Peters. I am 23, almost 24 years old. I'll be 24 in March. I don't know what I'm doing. I am 5'2". I'm really short. Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes. I get flustered really easy sometimes, and I haven't really practiced being on camera as much as I probably should have. But we're gonna do this. I'm just priming my eyes with the Juvia's Place Eye Primer. And this, I realized you're supposed to tap it in because that helps with the tackiness of the product. So just a tip if you're ever having problems with your eye primer. Or you can use concealer. I am half Mexican. I know I look really white, but I am half Mexican. That's an interesting fact about me. I have 2 dogs, no kids. I am married. What else? I'm chronically ill. That is an interesting fact about me. I am chronically ill. I have what's called CVS, cyclic vomiting syndrome. But I know that I have a really good support system in my husband and my family and all of my friends. So it's not the worst it could be, but it is definitely sometimes hard. I've been in love with makeup for as long as I can remember. I mean, I remember at 11, I did a smoky eye and it turned out looking like a black eye. That was not fun. Not my favorite. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Whoa Glow sunscreen in, what color is this? Sunbeam. The first time I used this product, I used too much and it went crazy. I've wanted to start YouTube for at least a decade, and this is me just now starting because I'm a procrastinator. I procrastinate everything and anything that I possibly can, and so this is just one of those things that I've procrastinated, but I'm doing it, and I'm really proud of myself for it. I have social and generalized anxiety, so you'll see me looking around a lot at first in the beginning of all of this, and I apologize. I'm trying to look at the camera, but it is a little more difficult than anticipated. So what I'm going to do for my highlights is I'm actually going to take my NYX Contour and Highlight Palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here that I contour with and sweep it into the crease, all throughout the crease. My favorite band is of Monsters and Men. I think they're like considered alternative folk music, which I really typically enjoy. My favorite standalone artist though is Halsey. I went to a concert here in Arkansas. We'll see how that progresses. You know how celebrities can be. And then I'm going to take the same palette with a smaller brush, a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to take this darker color right here. And I'm going to put it in the socket of the eye. Sorry, I have my Morphe Live with Love mirror right here, just for moments like these when I need to see everything up close and personal. My favorite makeup product is probably blush or eyeshadow. I have so much eyeshadow and so much blush, but I typically enjoy putting a lot of blush on my face. So I'm pretty heavy-handed with the blush. You'll see that soon. I haven't picked out a blush for today, so maybe it won't be too much, but I do like a lot of blush. I like a lot of color on my face. It's very expressive for me. And now I'm going to take that same primer and a concealer brush like this, a rounded concealer brush. Put some of this on the back of my hand. And just cut my crease. And I have hooded eyes, so I like to go a little bit above where I think I need to and cut the crease. Just because when I'm looking down or looking up or like this, you can really see what I'm doing with it. And I don't like to add a ton, just enough to cut the crease. I don't want the color payoff to really be there. I do want the priming aspect to be there, so I'm going to try to tap this in. And what I'm going to take next is my Fembot Rem Beauty, what is this? Liquid eyeshadow. I was thinking it had a name, like a special name, but it's just a liquid eyeshadow. And I love this because it has reflective purples in it. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. But you'll see it on my eyelids momentarily. Let's see, where were we on the list? I love food. I do. I'm not just a person who eats to sustain themselves. I am a person who eats because she loves food. So my favorite food is seafood paella. And if you've never heard of that, what rock are you living under? Because that stuff is amazing. I don't know if you can see it on my eyes now, but it is very gorgeous. I love this shade. And I'm now going to go in with my NYX Epic Ink Liner and do a wing. I'm not me without my wing. I also like to do my skincare first and my sunscreen because I like to make sure that everything is sinking in while I'm doing my eyes, so it has time to settle in and do all the things that I need it to do, work its magic while I'm doing my eyes. I believe that it makes it stickier and tackier as well, so I can stick my foundation to it and it looks better. I have 9 tattoos. They're all on my arms. Oh wait, no, there's one on my shoulder. I have one on my shoulder. And I have 12 piercings. So I have both my nostrils pierced, my septum pierced. I have 4 in each ear. I don't have anything in these holes, but I have 3 that have jewelry in them in each ear. And I have my belly button pierced. I love piercings and tattoos as a form of art on your body. My favorite holidays are Halloween and Valentine's Day for sure. I love love, so I love seeing people being celebrated and celebrating their love. I mean, I don't believe that Valentine's Day should be the only day we celebrate love, but it is a pretty good reminder. I have so many brothers and sisters, but I am closest to the ones that are closest to me, so in proximity. I have a brother and a sister and 2 other brothers, and I love them all dearly. That's not all my siblings, but those are the ones that are closest to me in proximity, and those are the ones I talk to the most. I am lucky that I have, in the way that I have, a really loving family, and they're very supportive. They've supported me every step of this journey and have been so amazing. I'm just using my e.l.f. Halo Glow. And this one's a little bit too dark for me, but I find that once I put my foundation on, it's not as dark. So I just like to put little lines of this on my face and then go in with a beauty blender, sponge, whatever you want to use. You can also use a brush, but this helps to diffuse it a little bit more, I feel like, than a brush. The brush adds, like, leaves the color a little bit more than I like, and not the glowy effect, because this is obviously too dark for me. I'm a very pale skinned girly. I'm also looking, there's a mirror right under you, so I'm looking at that as I'm getting ready. I apologize. And then foundation. I like the Photo Focus Dewy foundation, and I am in the shade Porcelain, which is not a surprise, I guess. Very light. I actually usually have trouble finding the the shades of foundation for me, because I am very, very, very fair, but I am not pink toned. I am neutral to yellow toned. And so a lot of companies, especially drugstore companies, don't make enough, not enough foundation, but foundation in that shade range, which I'm not going to complain too much, but is a struggle. But I do love this foundation, so it's okay. I'm just going to blend this down the neck so it doesn't, because if you can see, there's a little demarcation line from the e.l.f. Halo Glow. So what have I told you guys so far? I'm 24. I'm really short. I'm half Mexican. I'm from Texas. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, but I am living in Arkansas. I was basically raised here. I moved back to San Antonio for a little while, but I'm basically from Arkansas. I've lived here for forever. Oh, there's a little bit of peeling. This is one of the first times I've used that sunscreen with this foundation, and there's definitely a little bit of peeling. We will have to see what we can do about that next time. I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Concealer and the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. This one is in the shade Fair Porcelain, and this one is in the shade 24. This one I'm going to use for underneath my eyes. This one's I'm going to use for all my acne spots and coverage. So, one right there, a little right there. There we go. And this one I'm going to use in a minute underneath my eyes, because it is actually the only concealer I have ever found that is lighter than my skin tone. And this is from a brand that is main concern and target audience is black and brown people, which is great because a lot of them don't get the attention to their shade ranges that they need, and that's wonderful that they are finally having that and getting what they need for makeup, because I believe everyone should have access to makeup if they want to. I did use a little bit too much. This stuff is powerful, but it is such great coverage and it blends out so beautifully. Next, I'm going to take my Fenty Matchstick in Amber. And I'm going to contour my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, and my jawline. I like to take it up and into here and create this kind of shape because it helps me look a little bit slimmer. And I'm going to take this brush. It looks a little dirty, but it is not. It is just stained. And I'm going to actually spray it with some all-nighter from Urban Decay. Work this off my hand real quick. And blend. On the nose, I like to rub because I don't want the pigment going anywhere else that it shouldn't. So I have dry skin, like I said. I do have a little bit of oiliness in my T-zone, but not enough to make it me feel like I can call myself combination skin. Next step is I'm going to powder my face using the Dermablend Loose Setting Powder in Transparent. I like to take a pointy brush for this part, tap off the excess, and go underneath my eyes, just to make sure that concealer is really set. And the nose, because like I said, I get a little bit oily around my nose. And now I'm going to take a fluffier brush, like this Real Techniques 201. And I'm going to buff it and through the rest of the face, just for a soft matte finish. I know I have the glowy stuff on, which it will help bring a glow from within type look instead of anything crazy. I don't like too glowy because I like to touch my face, especially when I'm anxious. So I'm going to use, what blush should I use? I have this NARS palette, Rising Star, and I'm going to this purple shade, I believe. And I'm going to take this brush and just swirl it in, get a little bit of pigment. I don't know how I feel about this palette. I haven't used it in a while, but it's not really giving me the pigment payoff that I want. I like to take my blush up into my temple to help lift my face a little bit. And there we are for blush. Next, I'm going to take my mascara, my Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. And I'm going to do my lashes. The infamous mascara face, I apologize. Do this tiny bit on my lower lashes. They're already long enough. They look like spiders. And the way my eyes are set up, I always have problems with mascara getting underneath my eyes and making it look black. And I am not a fan, so I only put a little tiny bit on when I do put any on. I'm actually not going to do lashes with this look, even though I usually would, just because all my lashes are tucked away at the moment. And I don't feel like getting them out right now. But this look is beautiful even without fake lashes. So next I'm going to do my eyebrows. brows, I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade. I know, 2016. But I do love this stuff just because I have very thick eyebrows and the color payoff is pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit on an angled brush and I'm going to comb through my brows first if I can find my spoolie. Right here. Usually I would lay them down with, you know what, I'm going to lay them down with the e.l.f. Brow Lift. I'm just going to take a tiny bit. Probably enough for both brows, honestly. Ooh. And I'm going to set them down, lay them down. Whatever you want to call it. Just get a little tiny bit more. And there we are. And now I'm going to fill them in. Because they look a little bit crazy when they're not filled in. If they are laid down. I'm up here, so it's a little bit difficult and I have to come sit back down. It's a whole thing, but I'm almost done. So I feel like I got sidetracked. I wanted to let you guys know a couple more facts about me. I had braces for 3 years. My teeth are not that straight anymore because I have a permanent retainer that got messed up. So my bottom teeth are really, I don't even know the word, crooked, there we go. Even though I had braces on them for 3 years straight. My favorite movie is Coraline. I know people find that creepy a lot of the time, but it's my favorite movie. I'm very into creepy witchy stuff like that. So, yeah. Let me do my lip and we are ready to rock and roll. This is Grunge Guru by Halsey's Brand About Face, the lip paint. And I'm just going to take this and put it on my lips. And I like to overdraw my lips, but only at my Cupid's bow. I think it makes it right like this. Just erase my Cupid's bow. I think it makes them look so much juicier. But also it's not too much. And that is the look. I'm going to put my nose rings in real quick. And we can see it all together. There it is. Oh, my hair's a little bit messy. Anyway, it was nice, and I'll see you in the next video. For watching, and like and subscribe and comment on this video. I know I'm a little bit awkward, but it's my first time, so I wanted to just go for it and do what I could. And oh, I forgot highlighter. It's okay, I feel glowy enough. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.